So I came out here to try to get in some sun. It's a lot of early morning noise and like commotion trying to go on. Then this camera right here just do not. It's just it's crazy. That's what it is. This device they did not design right. Like they didn't design the camera right. And I could turn it up. I guess long ways. But I don't think it's gonna stand up. I got a way I can try to nigger rig it, of course. It's literally not trying to cooperate. Anyway, then I'm trying to sit feeling dusty, my little dusty self in the sun till I get hot. But anyway, these dreams I keep having and stuff like that, thank God they're not nightmares or don't feel like nightmares, but they just feel like definitely redundant. The person in them is redundant, and it's like, why are you trying to tamper with or bother with my life? Or be a part of my life and stayed away. When I did try to reach out and go, person didn't receive it and it was fine. So why keep showing up in my life? Like, what do you want? What do you want, honey? Well, I don't want nothing from you. I don't want nothing from you. I ain't got nothing for you. So, it's just a dream about with my previously called stepsister in it and stuff like that. And it's like, girl, go on about your business. Go on about your business or whatever. I'm talking about out my dream. Like, I don't feel like I had a problem with her or anything like that. But again, I guess it's just the way that these so-called parents tie you to somebody that you don't get to choose. And I'm not trying to complain. But, because again, it wasn't a bad experience that I grew up having with this person. I'm not trying to complain. I guess I would be trying to understand if I cared that much. I just kind of want to dismiss and disregard these dreams. I've still wrote them down, but it's kind of like almost like what is it about, but almost like, please, Lord, I don't even care. Like, I don't even care, baby. And I don't know. I was over in basically their neighborhood or whatever, and then I was leaving out. It was me and her. We was leaving out the house, and then we walked out of the cul-de-sac, and a house on the corner was serving some food. So we was stopping to get in the plate. She sat beside or near somebody else. All I could see was the back of her head. I took a seat somewhere. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what this got to do with anything or why this is in there. It seemed like I seen a dildo that was inside of a pack and it was hanging up. It was inside of a real tight pink shape pack. Like the shape was fitted to the dildo, and it was just hanging up on the ceiling behind this lady or whatever. So that's what I'm like. I don't know if that got something to do with what I ate yesterday or what. But then I seen the voice of so-called dad's name. Like, it was like one of them pictures that you can blend something into, or like it's not easily seen. You gotta pay attention. But I seen his name listed on there. So then, there we have that. Some other dream where I was I had, of course, I got an extra jacuzzi, but I was given the extra jacuzzi to some white lady, and it seemed like she was she was appreciative of it, but she was finding all these new ways to use it and things like that, or just finding different stuff about it that I guess it seemed like I didn't previously know. So I was talking to her about it. I seen her husband sitting down in somewhere with her white man with some short hair. I can't even remember how the lady looked. I don't know. I just like to get on here and talk about these dreams. Even though I wrote it down, I still wanted to get on here and just talk about it. And I guess too, just still in light of the Roe versus Wade overturned. Oh, hold on. Was there something else that happened in that dream? There was something else that happened in that dream where some little girl was choking. I think my daughter was in the dream. I think one of my other, previously called siblings by my so-called mom was in it. It's just people running around the house and stuff like that. But yeah, just with all that's going on, I guess it still caused some feelings and of course some thoughts. It's not, I don't want to say it's feelings, but I think it's thoughts, and then they turn into like me thinking about it, me feeling it. I don't try to dwell on this stuff, but this is what happened. And just go back to feeling like, I almost feel like, well, what was he out here for? What? I'm over here, so you ain't gonna be able to throw the basketball till I'm finished. Huh? Well, I'm over here near this thing, so don't throw that near me. Don't have to wait until I'm done. Anyway, the feelings and thoughts about it. About me having the abortion that I had and stuff like that for whatever. Again, I still don't understand the reasons. I just remember got pregnant. Got some pregnancy test from somewhere. I don't even know where. Maybe because I was working, I was able to buy it. And got the pregnancy test. Getting hot now in the sun, but yeah, I got the pregnancy test from somewhere. Got it, took it, and I told my I wasn't bold enough, or I wasn't terrified, but then again, who knows? I wasn't bold enough to tell my so-called mom myself. I just let my like I said, my other sibling who got different dads and stuff like that, take it up there. And she showed her, and then I don't know what was said in the house, but when she came back, she was just like, oh, can't keep no baby, can't have no baby in here. I'm like, well, damn. And so, of course, I felt like I had to get out or whatever. I got to a point where I was like, I didn't care. Well, if he want the baby, then his so-called mom didn't want me. Oh, you can't stay here with a baby and this and the third and all that. And I'm just like, to me, I just felt like, why is a baby so detrimental to y'all? Like, I could see if it was a couple of kids or whatever off one pregnancy, but yeah, why is a baby? So anyway, you can get in the pool if you decide. So I just want to do my video in peace. But yeah, yeah. So of course they take me to the place and plan, make an appointment for the abortion and stuff like that. And they take me. And this is my thing, like I said, they're physically the ones that made the decision. But that don't mean that somebody behind the scenes wasn't playing a role. Like, yeah, even feeling the pressure, but playing a role and stuff like that. Like, yeah, that person she can't have no baby up in here, or So I don't know if it's got to do with my previously called stepdad or what. I don't know. I don't know if he knew or what. But or if even if he didn't know, if he already set the tone and the stage, or like, she can't have no baby up in living in this house or whatever. So I guess that's why they hurried to get me out when I graduated and stuff like that. But yeah, so like I said, I don't know if somebody behind the scenes. One thing I do know is my daughter's, now deceased granddad. He his role or whatever, to me, definitely very insignificant, but it was still I am about to get out of the sun now. Go to the bus passing by. Let me move. Hey. Oh. I'm trying to do my video. That's all I'm trying to do. Ooh, drop a piece of gum. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna work like I had it. But yeah, his role, insignificant to me, because I didn't really interact with him. But sometimes the ones that you don't interact with the most is the ones that's behind the scenes and pulling the strings and stuff like that. You just never know. And so, of course, he's deceased now, and to me, that's definitely order. One of my granddads died, long before. I'm gonna say me, but I'm still alive, but long. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that his death wasn't premature. I'm just saying that he died a long time ago. He's not still here to give me no type of advice or anything like that. The other one is still, last I knew, here, but I'm not interacting with him. So I don't know. I just get this thing like it's people need to be held accountable and in an orderly fashion. Hopefully this car do not zoom off and be so loud like they usually do. It's this car being annoying for me. Annoying and obnoxious. I'm kind of waiting on it because he usually just zooms off and rev that engine. Crazy type stuff. You said you did lock that door? Okay. Right, they're ready for you to go. Oh Lord, please don't have no road rage. Got somebody beeping at you. Oh, this car is got his hazard lights on. Why you don't put your hazard lights on sitting at the corner? I don't know what they got going on, but anyway, I'm just hoping don't nobody, just when they got beeped at, don't nobody hop out and start shooting. But yeah, with all this going on, it brings back the feelings, the thoughts and stuff of that. And again, the males that left the females that, are right above me in age, generation, or whatever, not above me as in superior, was connected. That includes my own so-called dad. He might have been revving that engine. That's what I was waiting on. But anyway, even though he wasn't with her, he was to make them decisions, I still hold people accountable because, you put that pressure on this person by not being with them, by leaving them, by taking their virginity or getting them pregnant and then going on somewhere else. You put that pressure on them to make a sticky decision for their children. That's just, to me, orderly fashion, because things been done in a disorderly way for a while now. And so I hold him accountable. Again, he's deceased now. I feel, it's not that I feel great about it, but I don't feel bad about it. Then the one who's deceased, which died on, the number of this day, the day that the number that this day is numbered, but not this month or whatever. Died in another month. Removed regarding my kids' lives and future. Like I say, the ones that's still around, still walking this earth. My so-called mom that I last knew of. My, and I say last knew of because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gave me the news or anything. But then, my daughter's so-called grandma and stuff like this. And I'm not wishing death on them. I'm just like, y'all, that was, if anything, that was murder of an innocent child or innocent person while in the womb or whatever. Y'all, that was murder. Like, it might not have seemed cold-blooded, but it was murder. Or y'all, you set it up. And so I just learned that this world be about some setups. People set you up for failure, and especially when you just do not do what they want you to do. You don't conform. So of course they try to do everything they can to get you up out of here after that, and it's like, man, damn. Right? And so I just still have these feelings or whatever when I think about it. A lot of people have been saying this is a victory, a certain victory, and it was like, this is not just not a victory for, I can't remember how it was said, but it was just saying it was a victory, I guess, for the kingdom of God and stuff like that, or for the lives that are now gonna have the right to life. You get the right to life, but then when you get here, baby, they still treat you like you ain't supposed to be here. When you get here, and God knows why He allows it, but they'll still treat you like you ain't supposed to be here. I just kind of feel like, I don't never say R.I.P. to nothing to nobody, but kind of feel like R.I.P. to the babies. If not some, if not all, some that never made it in this world, and of course including one out of my quiver, one out of my womb. That's all I can say. We're saying R.I.P., rest in peace. Well, I'm gonna just say live in peace, because they never made it on this side, but you don't know what God had them on the other side, how God has them on the other side. So, but I'm gonna say, just feel a type of way. It's basically official that I got issues when it comes to that, and I'm admitting to it. Like I said, I'm not trying to dwell on it. I don't think about it, but this Roe versus Wade just, for me, came out of nowhere. I wasn't paying attention to that this was even going on and stuff like that, but I didn't see it until what they said happened as far as being overturned. I don't even feel like I was praying about it or anything like that, but that don't mean that I couldn't have been in my prayer language. And as always, I say, let it be done according to God's will. And, that's something that I definitely agree with as far as the abortions. For me personally, I do feel like, I don't care what y'all do with y'all bodies. Me personally, I'm not choosing to do that. I don't feel like that's right. You laying down, you having sex or whatever, and, the reason why I'm not having sex right now is because ain't the man that I was in love with, up close and personal with me, and ain't came in contact with no other one. I'm gonna just be honest. That's the reason why I'm not having sex. And if he's not pushing up on me and this, that, and the third, I'm not having sex because, and at this point I don't really want to or feel like it, because it's been a while. It's been so long, and then after I did, maybe there was a world of trouble and stuff like that when I was engaging in that type of activity. So that's the main thing. But yeah, have sex, have your babies. That's just what I feel like. I don't want to do no Plan B, abortion pills, this and that. I don't even know if those are illegal or what. I guess they ain't went that far yet, but it's a lot going on again with me with these dreams about her. It's like, and I'm sitting here still concerned about my daughter even interacting with the one that I once was trying to consider her stepsister and stuff like that. But I just didn't get that far because I want to get me and the dad gotta get right and get established. That's what we are before I start trying to claim all this other stuff, kids and stuff like that, as step this and step that. And like I said, never got off the ground. So, or like I wanted it to. I can't say it didn't get off the ground. It didn't. I don't feel like it got far off the ground, but it just definitely didn't get off the ground like I wanted it to, or like I thought it should. Let me try to move this a little closer, so maybe y'all can hear me. And so yeah, that's what it was, whatever. There's just been a whole bunch of sin that's just been birthed. But I just, no. It's like a crow. But again, I feel like it's been a lot of it for generations, and I just be feeling like the older generations need to be dealt with first. I be feeling like believing, because you start talking about sins of a father, and where you going now? I said, where you going now? Okay, close and lock that door back. But sins of the fathers, I'm not gonna not include the mothers, but definitely the father. I'm adamant about the fathers. Adam, get it? But yeah, I'm adamant about them because God gave instructions to them first, and I feel like some people be trying to deviate from that. Speaking of Adam, there's a truck that says Adam's Towing and Recovery. That is so funny to me. The Adams of the world, yeah, like these so-called fathers, y'all have stepped away from a responsibility completely. And I do understand it. When you go into another household, you get with another woman or female, you trying to attend to that. It's hard for me because I see it both ways. I had a stepdad who did that in the household with me, and I was appreciative. I wasn't wrapped up in it. I mean, not saying if my mom just would have stayed by her, if my so-called mom would have just stayed by herself, would I have known the difference or anything growing up? I don't know. I will never know that, because she got with a man that stuck beside her for the long run. And I watched them become successful according to society. And I don't want to call it worldly success, because I'm not going to say that they didn't have and involve God in it. I mean, not that you can't just involve God either, but I don't know what their process was and looked like. Only they know. I know some because I was there in the household, but I don't know the details. But I just know that relationship connected me to somebody else, other people that sometimes maybe I get a complex. I'll be feeling like they look at me sideways or look at me like, but they still put a smile on, but they really feel in a different type of way. I didn't connect myself to that, so I don't know. I guess, am I looking for somebody to blame? Probably. Because, I definitely am tired of getting blamed for stuff that I didn't have a choice over. Or they got this dang on blinds open early this morning. Alright, push this down so that way it won't be coming up. Because I definitely don't want nobody sitting looking at me, staring. Let me work this out real quick. And then come right back. I don't know how nor if that's gonna even hold up, but I'm trying. But again, connecting me to people that I didn't have a say so in the matter. Now that I got a say so, I'm just gonna keep it real. I wouldn't choose a lot of these people out here. They're so damn trifling. They live so foul and trifling. And vice versa. People probably wouldn't choose me. And I don't feel like it's because I live foul and trifling. It's just because I'm not doing all the dirt that people be doing. But anyway, I just feel orderly fashion. I've been saying stuff is gonna be done in order, and it's gonna go. But I guess too, I'm playing off of kind of, and I don't know how real this is or whatever, but had some dream about even the calendar month that I'm supposed to die or something like that, and that somebody had got the information. And this is my thing. I got insight on when other people was gonna die. Ain't even gonna front. But I didn't ever know the exact day or anything like that. But I had a dream, and then of course, next thing you know, something was happening or whatever. But even in the dreams, it didn't look like death. So there was no way that I could just say, oh, for surely I know this person's gonna die. But I do recall having the dreams right before, or whatever the case may be. Dream, vision, feeling, So, somebody might be granted that type of privilege. I don't want to call it a privilege, but, insight regarding my life as well. But I don't know. In this dream that I had about this, regarding this matter, I don't know how the person who was talking, I'm not saying they're a liar, but possibly, but I don't know how accurate their witness would be, or their word, I don't know how much of a bond their word is, it might not be too much truth, so I don't know if that's a reliable resource to deliver the message or whatever, but I don't know, who knows, could be not, I'm not necessarily concerned about when I'm gonna die, more so than how. I'm not even trying to be concerned about that. I'm just like, Lord, when you ready, call me home. And that's just that. I mean, it is what it is. And of course, I don't want to, and especially with my kids. I think I'd probably be more prone if I didn't have children, or told to just be, I don't give a damn about this world. I ain't got nobody to live for. I don't got nobody to, But with my kids, I'm like, I definitely want to live for them. I don't want to live for them. I'm living for God, but I want to live and watch them get older and stuff like that. And for me, I just feel like I ain't aborted nobody's kids, and I don't murder and stuff like that. So, why should that happen to me? But why should that happen to me, and why should anybody get any type of insight about when I'm leaving this place? And specifically the person that they said got the insight. I definitely love this person, but I don't interact with this person. And I'd had a dream before about with this person in it coming with somebody else, and I didn't know what they was coming to do, whether it was destruction or whatever. And I even speak to my daughter about being around this person and stuff like that. Person is definitely a relative, but yeah, I'll speak to my daughter about being around this person. I've spoken to my daughter about having been around this person and stuff like that, and just wanted to see what's going on or whatever. But I just seen the cycles repeat in my life in 2 or 3 generations, and I'm just like, it really affects me. It really has affected me, and it affected me in one generation, then it affected me in another, and I'm just like, damn. That's when I do feel like, damn, I can't catch a break at all. What is really going on? So, I'm not disregarding all the things that I've done, especially again in my childhood or early teens or teenage years or whatever, that seem dishonorable or disrespectful. I'm not, I'm not acting like I didn't do anything, but I know I didn't do anything to deliberately do something towards anybody. I'm not gonna say I know. I'm not gonna say I haven't felt a spiteful bone in my body, but all I I said, I'm not out here. I'm not out here trying to destroy nobody. Now I want the enemy destroyed because I know we need to be seeking that. But I ain't been out here trying to sabotage people. Where people have been trying to sabotage me, and at times I just feel like, yeah, I'm just hanging on or whatever. But oftentimes God show me, you're not just hanging on. You here, you good, but they still be trying to put up well, I ain't gonna say still, but they have tried to put up a good fight. When I've had victorious moments, it was just me and God, and sometimes me and my children. I'm like, thank you, God, I give you the glory, because you said this is coming, and that's the good thing. That's one of the best things, is hearing from God, regardless, And so that's my thing with Him allowing me to have that dream. It didn't feel like a nightmare, and sometimes I don't know how to take it, whether I need to take it as a literal thing or spiritual or just discard of it. And I wrote this one down, but no, man, I don't know what's to come. Like I said yesterday, we can wake up today or tomorrow, and yeah, it could be a whole war going on in the world, but then you also have your personal stuff. There's still that you don't know what can happen. I ain't know when people was showing up at my door, knocking on my door. I ain't know they was coming. You can come in my house, but still, just don't know. Don't know the conversations that people have had about me, what people have said and stuff like that about me. And if this is my opportunity to say, regarding that dream, I just want people to know the truth about me, as opposed to any lies or any deceit that people have been trying to plan about me. Like, I just remember when I was younger and I'm seeing the investigation. Here we go. Ooh, dang it. Well, that didn't work. That didn't hold up. I'm gonna have to find me another little clip and try to put this on. Only thing holding up is the big clips. That wind is out here, honey. Anyway, the only way I'm not gonna get seen or be in that view today is if I move back. I just want to chill out. I don't even want to keep moving back. I just want to chill. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, when I was that's God just blowing in the wind and stuff, probably trying to redirect me from this conversation, maybe. But I just wanted to mention, like, when I was, I don't know if I said I was younger, but some years back or whatever, when my child was younger, and I think my child fell and stuff like that, and it was just a comment, because my child, like, fell, or maybe got, I ain't gonna say dropped, but fell on account of somebody else, like a smaller person holding them and stuff like that. And it was said, well, how did I respond, or how did I react? And they said the person was like, oh, she had a fit and did such and such, whatever. And I'm like, because they always would try to put that on me. I've had my tantrums and stuff like that, but always would try to put stuff on me, and they thought it was a joke, and like, it just wasn't funny to me. Like, I just wanted you to be honest about it the first time. Don't joke about it. Don't try to even plant a certain seed and make it like it was funny, because it wasn't funny. Like, there's a lot of stuff that they found funny and humorous I didn't think was funny, or they thought it was okay to joke about. I just didn't think it was funny. So when you speaking on my name, that's one thing. If I did some stuff, then hey, I might feel ashamed or embarrassed about it. But hey, I did it, or that's what it was. But don't put that on my name. And it's like, it's already planting certain seeds of stuff for people to, say certain stuff about me and make me like a laughing stock or whatever. Or like dude once said, ridicule me before I even knew what ridiculing was. So it's like, I'm over that. I don't, what I'm saying? That's why I say I don't want to be nobody's scapegoat at all. Don't try to make me your scapegoat. Make yourself your scapegoat. or whatever, speak about yourself, something embarrassing or shameful or whatever about you, or just some way that you might react or whatever. I don't know. The lies you tell, again, you making people have abortions and stuff. So once people do something, then they sometimes just always try to throw some salt on your name, just to try to make it forgettable that they did what they did, and that really has tried to drain me. And because I'm so forgiving, I just be like, well, I forgive, but and it almost makes me feel like, damn, well, they can do, I don't know, some stuff just made me feel like, damn, I guess they can do certain stuff to me or whatever. Who am I in this world to think that ain't nothing supposed to happen to me? I mean, I still think that and feel like that. Like, no, I'm not out here living like that, so no, I don't want nothing to happen to me. I am protective of myself. I guess I have to come to a realization, like the Bible says God is no respecter of persons. I don't know necessarily what it fully means, but maybe that's it. But anyway, I think that's pretty much all I had to say. I talked about them few little dreams and figure out something to eat today. I did have a taste for some eggs and some sausage and stuff like that, but I don't know. And some jelly and stuff like on a biscuit. I'm not really hungry like that, I ain't gonna lie. I do want some fruit, some good fruit, because I had some pineapples and stuff, but I don't want that. Okay, I can't eat but so many pineapples. I can only eat about 4 or 5 pineapples, like, before my tongue start getting that gritty feeling. Of course, I got my kiwi. I don't need to forget. I keep about forgetting that I got kiwi in there. Anyway, I guess I'm just reflecting on my life and stuff like that. Like, dang, places that I feel like I could have went, should have went, things I could have did, but, and again, trying not to feel stuck where I'm at. I wonder if this crime scene investigation is going to the place where they just towed this truck from. But anyway, yeah, I'm not trying to dwell on it, but at the same time, it's like, dang. And I was saying, I don't necessarily feel stuck, but I do feel a way. Of course, my daughter's so-called dad claimed he trapped me, and that's my thing. I just be like, God, you seen all these conversations that have been had behind closed doors about me, but even to me, somebody telling me I trapped you, and like this the way I trapped you. Like, boy, and we was younger, so I wasn't so offended, but I did feel offense, like when he said that. I'm like, what kind of shit you on? Like, what type of person does that, then of course brags about that, and then like I said, and like I feel like, oh, you go on living like you didn't do nothing to anybody deliberately, and it really did affect me. And no, I don't be wanting to tell him nothing about nothing affecting me that he did, because it ain't about pride. It's just about the way he'll continue to respond or take it and run with it. It was nastiness. It was foul. So I'm just like, with my daughter, protection. Sometimes I do be feeling like, in order for my kids to be fully protected, I need to be leaving here. That's the feeling. That's when, a lot of times God will just have me like, don't come into agreement with everything. I'm like, okay, but Lord, this is just the move. This seems like it's a permanent move, but anyway. If there's any way that me and my kids can continue to make it together, that's what I want to do. Try to get my health like in order. Then when I get in the pool, do a little water aerobics. Yeah, I'm tired of this thing blowing up the way it's blowing up, and people being able to just watch me. But yeah, water aerobics, change my eating habits, eating the fruit, try to get more balance with my meals and stuff like that. I'm probably actually going to, I always say breakdown. I ain't gonna call it breakdown, but I might order some Chick-fil-A this morning, get me a salad. I don't know though. I might not. But They are cutting down some trees over in some spot for some reason. I don't get it. I don't know. A little breeze is feeling good. I just want my kids to know the truth of the matter, and I do. I want even the younger generations to know the truth of the matter. In that dream where I let a few younger kids go ahead of me just to sit down because we were standing. Like, as a person, I can stand, and I'm like, if y'all feel like sitting down, go ahead. And I didn't think it was a bad thing, but they wasn't going ahead of me to get in front of me. Like, I wasn't finna, so for whatever reason, I wasn't letting them get in front of me. I don't know who the kids was or whatever, young people. Then I remembered, okay, once the line started moving, I remembered I was behind somebody in an orange shirt, and I was trying to get behind them, get my place in line. I'm like, and that's what I feel like. I didn't let a lot of people just go ahead, and a lot of them people shouldn't have. A lot of them people should have been letting younger generations go ahead. But yeah, when it comes to the younger generation, that's just what I feel is right. Even with my daughter, I'm not making a fuss or a riffraff, especially naturally now. Spiritually, I'm talking to God now. I'm staying in the presence of God regarding my daughter and my kids, period. But naturally, she's been places that I ain't been already, at a young age, which is fine. When I was young, I went certain places that some of my peers or whatever ain't been, but that's the thing. They're my peers. That's not, I can't control what y'all so-called parents do for y'all or whatever, as opposed to what mine did for me, allowed for me. But I'm on 42 minutes. I can go on and on about this. I'm just asking God to help me just continue to press through. I don't feel terrible. I don't feel, horrible, but I do feel and firmly believe that so-called older or elders need to be held accountable before any of that try to trickle down my way or anything like that. And then just don't try to trick the younger generation into thinking that I'm this terrible person or, just not to be trusted or whatever, because y'all have done untrustworthy things. And then you just want somebody else to blame. No, that somebody that appears to look bad, again, by maybe outer appearances, maybe not. That's why I steer clear and I just stay. That's part of my natural reason now. As far as the spiritual, only God knows that. But that's the natural reason. I'm not being around y'all for y'all to be able to blame me or say something about me. Heck no. When I did go around me and my kids and we went to a little outing, my own so-called mom just didn't talk to me the whole time, and that's because she had called CPS on me right before. And then we went on this trip together. I'm like, what? But then I got invited by her husband on the trip and stuff like that. It's like he tried to include me, but you did some stuff, so that's another ball game. And just sat there the whole weekend, not saying nothing, and I'm thinking that it was me. But it wasn't me. I didn't do anything. I was just living and enjoying. Then another time when we went to another outing, it was, did such and such give you some money? For one, I look back now and I'm like, why is that your concern? We here, we good. And that's how I would answer today, but I'm not even coming around to you know what I'm saying? Because no, don't do that. And again, it was her husband who had invited us on this outing, but it's like, it's such and such. And then on one hand, I'd be like, is it protective? Is it because he don't want to spend his money or what? It was a time when he was like, oh, I got my money back for y'all or whatever. So I ain't no telling what kind of conversations he had behind closed doors with her regarding money, regarding me and mine. But I just be feeling like if you got it, then go ahead. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're able, go ahead and be willing. But that's just what they do. If you're not willing, don't invite nobody. And expecting me not to utilize or come, utilize or take advantage of the opportunity that's being offered me, what? And I don't be wanting no strings attached. And no, I'm not going, just because you're inviting me somewhere, it don't need to be conditional or whatever. Don't, no. Be sitting somewhere behind closed doors like,